Sometimes lost in the shuffle of all that is Colby Covington, we don't talk enough about just how elite a welterweight this is. Realized the UFC interim welterweight title back in the day, and he's a guy who many people believe on any given Saturday night he can be the top 170-pound fighter.
Absolutely, and it's the work ethic. It's the work ethic of Colby Covington that stands out. When I was at Oklahoma State as a coach, I wanted to recruit Colby Covington out of junior college because he was such a phenomenal workhorse. Everybody recognized it from day one, and when you watch him in his approach to his fights, he fights in that very same way. He's in your face, he's grabbing you, he's clinching you, he's taking you down, and he'll even stand and strike and throw big shots with you as the fight progresses. Don't mistake the talk for a guy that cannot back you up with action. Colby Covington is a savage.
Fear is not a factor for Colby Chaos Covington. So here he is, the Nigerian Nightmare, and you can also now call him the UFC welterweight champion. He had to go 10-0 in the UFC to finally realize that UFC belt, beat Tyron Woodley, and establish himself as the standard at 170 pounds.
And he never lost track of what was out in front of him. Even though he had to win 10 fights, Kamaru understood that he would do whatever it took to become UFC champion, and when he got that opportunity, it was the wrestling, the cardio, and the ability to follow the game plan set out in front of him by Henry Hoops and Greg Jones that allowed him to blank Tyron Woodley on the scorecards and win that welterweight championship. Unbelievable performance by Usman.
Truly one of the hardest workers in the game, and if you watch that Woodley fight, you get the sense that it is going to take a Herculean effort for somebody to dethrone the new hunted at 170 pounds. Kamaru Usman, ready to engage yet again here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Colby Chaos Covington. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean is our referee tonight. All right, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, chasing further greatness tonight. And even after beating Colby Covington at UFC 245 and then UFC 268, he was not blind to the fact that this chapter still wasn't closed yet.
No, you can tell, right? When you're a champion, you recognize a guy for who he is and who he's going to be in your career for a long time. Usman was aware that he will not be done with Colby Covington. Colby's so good in every facet of fighting that he gets past most. Unfortunately, he has not been able to do that with Usman. But Usman is one of the greatest welterweights of all time and easily one of the greatest fighters in UFC history. Oh, nice. He's back in the clinch. Watch for the knees to start to come out.
Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. That guillotine is tight. You better protect your neck when you're fighting this guy because he's got the guillotine locked in.
Oh, how good is that as he
is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman.
Big ground and pound.
Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
Great job being busy off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
All right, get up, get up, get up, get up.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Outstanding work with the ground and pound here by Kamaru Usman.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Good work from the top here by Usman.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, the wrestling's on point and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are what allowed for Kamaru Usman to become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He is a tremendous wrestler, incredibly strong, and you are seeing all that happen in the octagon right now. He is on point.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Oh, another strike lands from the top.
Get back to your feet, get back to your feet.
Oh, well placed with the hammer fist there by Usman.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. 30 seconds now to go in round one.
That is tight. The Kimura is not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
4 seconds for the end of round one.
Hey, stop.
Excellent work. That's what I'm talking about right there. He cannot stop your shot, okay? So you're going to go out there and you're going to keep taking him down, okay? This time...
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
All right, 5 minutes in the can. Here we go now with round two.
Ready.
Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington. No problem getting inside to land that.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish.
Oh, he is stunned, trying to recover here. So fighter a little bit stunned, holding on to him now, not doing a ton, just looking to recover. Usman gets the single leg takedown, nicely done there. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Getting them out here.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Usman. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Always being closing, busy in the clinch here, the punch is good. Great technique on the overhand, now he's hooked.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, in the night, that one landed right on the spot.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. And not that long to take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again? And a nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. 2 minutes now to go in round two.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Back mount now. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
he needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body. And mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
All right, there's the horn, an appreciative crowd responding in kind. He rocked his opponent multiple times there in that round, looked very confident in doing so. They might even bring in the RP here.
I mean, it was relaxation at its finest, just so relaxed, so comfortable in the fire, which then allowed him to land these big strikes that had his opponent buzzed on many, many occasions. But he cannot get desperate. Don't go crazy trying to finish the fight. Let it come to you.
You ready to fight? You ready? Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Nice jab there by Usman. Oh, collar tie. Oh, and now the
Oh, no!
Oh, hip toss to get him down.
Changing the position.
Oh, right in the mount. Got to be careful here.
Modest fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Hard scramble, hard scramble.
Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by Covington.
Got to be careful here.
He's very close to the finish here. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
Covington's in half guard. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Usman ground and pound from half guard now.
Great job landing from the top position.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Oh, big shots raining down. Oh, getting leaky now. The hard gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Final seconds of round 3. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defense.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The fourth round is easy.
Oh, picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Oh, huge right hand! Just out of range with that strike. Covington's eye now closing up. Nice slip to avoid the left.
Clinch position. Look for the opponent to try to circle off of the cage.
Oh, nice knees by him. Man, he does not discriminate. He is throwing to all parts of the target tonight.
They talk about using all your weapons. Tonight, he is using those knees to slow down his opponent.
Oh, how good is that jab by Covington? Single. Just over 3 minutes to go. Good movement defensively here on the ground by Usman. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kamaru here.
Oh, he's going triangle here.
Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
Oh, he got out. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. These guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Usman's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so.
Oh, slick reversal right there.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all...
Oh, huge elbow!
Oh, he got to the spot.
Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Final seconds of round 4. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
All right, there's the horn. What a round it was. He hurt him pretty badly there in the middle of the round. Got to think he's going to be looking for more of the same here when they get up off the stools.
I don't know who it is. I don't know who we're watching fight. But I tell you, as he walks back, he looks like Bambi. When Bambi was born and her legs were shaking, that's exactly how this man looked when he took that right hand. He was hurt bad, John. And the ability to get through that, the ability to still be in this fight shows to his toughness. But if he doesn't change it, he will not get another chance.
Ready.
Bambi.
Bambi.
Fifth and final round. Takedown defense holds up. Now goes to the uppercut. Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Much of the swelling becoming a real factor right now. Did they inject something into his face, or is he just swollen from the strikes?
Swollen from the strikes, man. Guy taking a couple shots. You never know which one is going to start to make you get damaged. Something good landed, and now you see the swelling starting. Gets in close and gets that single collar tie locked in tight.
Well, it seems like there has been an opening for that overhand all night long. Let's see if he goes back to it here. Back and forth we go. It seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Right? He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue down the path and make the ringside position, come in here and try to stop this fight.
That's as good a punch as he's thrown.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel is the ones that land perfect, and that one landed perfectly.
Good job being a threat off your back and not allowing your opponent to get caught.
Oh, big shots from the top. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here.
Now he's going full mount. Massive shot from the top.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Nicely done. Ground and pound the hammer, Mark Coleman would be called.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Great ground and pound by this man.
Nice strike from the bottom fighter there. Oh, his ground. Oh, and there's the final horn. We go to the scorecards. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. All right, so the championship fight goes the distance as we get you some highlights here, and I do believe the champion will walk out the way he came in as the undisputed best in the world.
He is one of the most talented mixed martial artists we have ever seen in the UFC's octagon. He takes every challenge head on, and tonight he got pushed, but I think he did just enough to maintain his title.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 49-46, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare.